वेलकम टू ट्यूशन CBSE, एक फ्री एजुकेशन का प्लेटफॉर्म जहां पर CBSE के हर प्रश्न का उत्तर आपको मिल जाएगा। चलिए करते हैं प्रश्न उत्तर का सेशन शुरू।
Now we are going to learn words. The first word is bigger and smaller. Whenever there are two things, whenever you talk about two things, right, you say which thing is bigger and which thing is smaller. Let us see. In this particular picture, we have to tick. So you will look here, tick. That means you have to tick the bigger. So we have to decide which from these two is bigger. We have a puppy and we have a hippopotamus. Is hippopotamus bigger or is the little puppy bigger? Of course, hippopotamus. You tick this. In the next page, you have to tick smaller. Again, for smaller, two things. Okay? You have a leaf here and you have a leaf here. Which leaf is smaller? This leaf is smaller. You have a squirrel and a cow. Now, squirrel and a cow. Which one is smaller? Squirrel is smaller. So you tick on squirrel. Which tire is smaller? So we have to decide which tire is smaller. Do you know what is tire, children? What we put in our car and our car rolls. So this is one tire that this young boy is rolling. This is another tire that this big boy is rolling. We have to decide which tire is smaller. The tire of the young boy is smaller. Now the word has changed. Earlier we learned the word bigger. What did we learn, friends? Bigger. Now the word is biggest. Okay? What is the difference? Now we are not going to talk only about two things. We will talk about more than two things. So when we talk about many things, more than two things, then we say biggest or smallest. Otherwise, when there are only two things, we say bigger and smaller. Which tree is smallest? We have to tick. We have one tree here, we have one tree here, and we have one tree here. Which tree is smallest? Absolutely correct. The leftmost tree is smallest. Now we have to find out biggest animal. Biggest, is this puppy biggest? Is this little kitten biggest? Or is this giant elephant biggest? Well, of course you know, and all of you all are correct. The giant elephant is biggest in these three animals. Now we have to tick the smallest fruit. So do you figure out this cherry is smallest, this watermelon, or this mango? Well, I feel that cherry is smallest. So of course you are correct. Now we have to tick the biggest bubble. Which bubble is biggest? Okay? Biggest bubble. How many bubbles do you see? I see 4 full bubbles prepared. And I feel that the bottommost is the biggest bubble. You children are very intelligent. We have to find out nearer and farther. That is our new set of words. Okay? So nearer means close to you, and farther means away from you. Close to you, away from you. Now, if something is close to you and there are two things, then you call the close thing nearer. If something is away from you and there are two things, you call the thing to be farther. Let's figure out. Tick the bird nearer to the house. So the house is here. Now which bird is nearer? Is this bird nearer or is this bird nearer? From these two birds, this bird is nearer. Correct. Now we have to find out the cat which is farther from the tree. So I have a tree here and I have two cats. One cat and two cats. What do I have to find out? The farther cat. The farther cat is the cat which is more away from the tree. Now we will study top and bottom. Well, when you go and climb and reach the height, you are on top. But when you don't go anywhere and you are at the downside, you are at the bottom. So this kid is on the top. This bird is also on the top. But this child is on the bottom and this kitten is also at the bottom. Okay? We have to find out the pot on the top. Is this pot on the top, this pot on the top, or this pot on the top? Which pot is on the top? Well, it is this pot, right? Which is on the top when you go up. Now we have to tick the one on the bottom of the stairs. So the animal which is on the bottom of the stairs. We have two animals here. We have a dancing small tiger cub and we have a little puppy of a cute dog. Now, which animal is on the bottom? Bottom means down. And which animal is on the bottom? I see that this little puppy is on the bottom. On the next page, again, the words are nearest and farthest. When do you say nearest and farthest? Well, the word we learned earlier was nearer. Now we are learning nearest. When there are more than two things, then the thing which is close to us becomes nearest. So, farthest is when there are things away from us. From more than two things, we call that farthest. So, farthest from the swing. This is the swing and this girl is farthest from the swing. This boy is nearest to the swing. Okay? So, whenever there are more children, so automatically there are 3 children over here. Now, this girl child is farthest. This boy child is nearest. And this little girl with balloon is in the middle. Okay. Pick the puppy which is farthest from the tree. Here is the tree and here are the puppies. This puppy, this puppy, this puppy, or this puppy. This puppy is the farthest. You have to tick this puppy. Tick the tree nearest to the bird. So you have a bird here. The distance between bird and this tree is very less. The distance between bird and this tree is more. And the distance between bird and that tree is most. So which tree is nearest to the bird? The tree on your right is definitely the nearest tree. In this picture, we have to tick children on the table and we have to cross children under the table. This mouse is sitting on the table. So this is on the table. So this position is on the table. And this mouse is running from under the table. So this position is under the table. Now we have to tick on the table and cross under the table for children. So this child on the table, this child on the table. But this child, you see this naughty child? This child is under the table, so we will cross this. Now, what do we see in the picture? We have to understand. What are the words we have learned? We have learned the word biggest. And we also have learned the word farthest. Now, if you see, this tree is farthest. There are 3 trees. This tree is farthest. And this tree is biggest. Okay? Where is this bird? This bird is on the tree. Where is this pot? This pot is on the head. So you can select all the things and decide if they are nearer, farther, bigger, smaller. Okay? Now we will learn shapes. Till now we were discussing the different spaces. Now we are going to discuss shapes. Anything that you see, children, is of some shape. For example, this is a chalk box. This box is a cube. So we have to put the shapes in pink and yellow boxes by drawing the line. Now in the pink box we have a cube. So this cube will go in pink box. This gift box will also go in pink box. This box will also go in pink box. Do you see one more box? Absolutely correct. This box is also going to go into this pink box. Now we have to see what the girl is collecting. She has a yellow box. Yes, the color of the box is yellow. She is collecting sphere, round shape, circle shape and round shape. So how many things of round shape do you see? I see a balloon, I see a tomato, I see a ball, and I even see an orange. Even there is one more ball in the hand of that girl. So all these are going to go in the yellow box. So we learned 2 shapes. Shape of a cube and shape of a ball. What is shape of a ball called as? Sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E, sphere. So we learned that there are cubes and there are spheres. Now we have to match. So we know that this cube is matching. Do you think this box is matching to this chalk box? This tomato has a pop-up on the top. This balloon also has a pop-up on the bottom. So I'm going to match this tomato with this balloon and this small ball with the big football. We have to match similar shapes. That means same looking shapes. Now rolling and gliding. What is rolling? Something that does not have a constant base. It does not have a fixed base. Rather, it has a very slippery base. For example, this football will roll down, but this box will slide down. It will never roll down. Okay? So now let us start. Tick the object that will roll. We have to tick the objects that will roll. Do you think onion will roll? Yes. Why? Because the surface of the onion is not flat. So this will roll. Do you think the box of a butter would roll? No, it would glide. So I will not tick this, but I will tick this. Football, of course it will roll. Pencil, yes, it will roll if you place it sidewards. It will roll down. Now we have to tick the objects that will slide. Well, a battery would roll, so I will not select this. A tomato would also roll. I would not select this. A zucchini or a cucumber would also roll, so I will not select this. But I think only this suitcase would slide, so I will select this. Now we have to join, right? Similar shapes. So what do you see here? You see a cube. Where else is a cube? I see a cube here. I see one more cube here, and I see one more cube here. So brick is a cube, a box is a cube, and a gift box is also a cube. Now you see circle. How many things are in round or circle shape? So I see a watermelon, I see a leather ball, I see an orange, and I see a tomato. I see a watermelon, small size. I see a balloon. Now they are asking how many of them are in cone shape. So what is this shape? This is a cone shape. How many things are in cone shape? Let's find out. There is this ice cream cone, and there is this birthday cap, and even this. Okay, so we got two caps, one with a string, one without a string. Now we are left with cylinder shape. So what is this shape called as? Cylinder. How many things are there in cylinder shape? We have this roll of paper, we have this water bottle, we have this pencil, we have this battery, we have this log of wood, and we have this firecracker. I think we have selected everything. Thank you for your help. You suggested all the answers correctly. Now we have to make pair of similar shapes. We will have to be very clear in this. We have a cone shape already done for us. Now we are looking a sphere. We also have one more sphere, but this sphere has a pop-up. This sphere has a pop-up. So I will match this to this and this to this one. Now, if you clearly see, you have a funnel. You have a funnel. Funnel also has a similar cone shape. Is there anything in the same funnel shape? Yes, I see this shape. Now, I see a cube. Do you see a cube? Yes, a gift box. I see a big size cylinder. Now, which one would match a big size cylinder? I think this log of wood is quite big, so I think this is a big size cylinder. Now, you have a paper roll. Now, this paper roll is also a cylinder shape, very similar to a battery. Well, I even see that this firecracker is matching to this water bottle. Of course, all my shapes are correctly matched.
ट्यूशन सीबीएसई का ये वीडियो आपको जरूर अच्छा लगा होगा। आप बाकी के वीडियोस के लिए हमारी वीडियो लाइब्रेरी में जाएं और अगर चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो अभी करें सब्सक्राइब और लाइक।